Member Kunzari, Impact News Key, Manung Hutna Miyang Tabi Punong Po Ahmad Taram Oxari, Luna Luna Koning Asi Kana Zigrup topic asi. Narendra Modi na yam asoba ball step amoina. India tagi 500 notes amasung 100 notes singsi akogi sinnadraga anoba 500 notes amasung 2000 notes singsi satnaba hokibagam rilena ngarang bank mayam thonglon kiba amasung asi tagi bank hang kibagam rilena akogi Manipur miyamda akogi paisas asoiba habidi akogi paisasi hanagi ariba singse sindoga anoba lawna bi hotnari sigi matangda Manipur prajana waba amasung masigi implication kaino impact kaino kadai phawda cam samna legini habigi matangda khana jagadabani hiram asiga marilena akogi studio lengsin duna lebisi amutada aigi extreme right lengsin bisi S Khai Thang Sip Manager Administration SBI Regional Business Office Impal. Please welcome Sir S Khai Thang Taram Oxari and Kamal Khanal AGM SBI General Business Office Impal. Welcome to Manung Hutna. Adu hek thangna lengsin reba khoi tamu movie President Editor Skill tamu Butram Oxari. Aduga aigi hek thangna lengsin reba sina Dr. CSP Ranjan Singh Professor Department of Economics Manipur University Oza Butram Oxari. Tamu ihan amada tamu video ina laksage ngarang dagi lai kiba film sing asi si ayam bank sing the post office sing the Manipur prajam yam na paisa kai na satna bagi kano se yam toin ure adu ngasi se paisa si mapung phana phangdam ba dai even post office di paisa se matam khara piram maga paisa se luthokre ne pi dum ba mayam ka thingna bam nei aduna tasina mo ure films da akogi lai ba situation se hanta ki kano sna yana sound impact of PFD ar prajada why has him de
yam chumbo from the surgeon marde kenada yamna suddenly lorpa move more panina masina common people sing chida live ina kunba amda kaimta khai de chap manare marde kenada khoi si hana de hauna khoi smaller denomination se tang le bang khoi 120 50 si khoi 100 na phangi aduna 500 ka 1000 ka sinaba ana ngarang de ki chanarak ta ba de ki madugi mahuchmam lai ta ba de ki achawo problem le aduna maximum business kano sida establishment da loiswe aruga khwaidi hena khudong thibadi khoigi health sector da khoigi ana yeki kari lakan da di hidak lai ba yarakta ba khoi government abadi 72 hours the government hospital da laying ba aduga government gi doctor na prescribe targa government gi pharmacy di leibi ya haiba ni Manipur da di government gi pharmacy absu thudu ko leitre adigi government gi hospital dagi private hospital hena thawayang yeng na ba Suba mayam yawi kudung jadom lare. Adi another thing, akoi outside Manipur da laying mu chapasingi. Ngarang han da laying mu chaki ba paisa khara pur chakra ba adegi di khudak da thingjilak ba ATM zia da ba asona ma pan le bi ahona kudung jande ba. Ana masigi posi afaba khongdang warga su yam taha na to budong lai khoi da phawon ba degi people sing da charang na ba chamam na ba ngasi makta da sai kanona sarjun loine ubiramani bank sing da lari ba queue mayam pakhat padegi kari degi government abadi pakhat pinu gana appeal badi am tawri adurga su huji ki ai paisa ji sinan ngai leitram na madugi phanghong na base ari maroi na khodi huji luhong ba tha hi yora amni ichal cha luhong bagi aun po leibagi ningo mapam cha ko bagi paisa sinan ba leita na madugi Kamana Kuna Madu Pangade, allowed to city only 2000 nomada, ATM de Ale, other check, Natraga, withdrawal slip na 10,000 cutting Ale. I was altogether to 20,000 per week. Aduna Kogi society gets not even norms to the Maduna Kitang, Choba, taking a Madi way, Masaji, Kari, the way I get the Gado, or Tabigi, post of speciality to the Amchumi, Hana stockpile to Hogdomina, suddenly restore Canada. People of the Vigi Awabalakpa, Adagi certain bank, I Mammy Dipanzer, people the Awabakasupi, Q sang a leproga, Pasha deposit of Ganga, you know, KYC demand Dorogba. I Madugi document dum legeri, Adhara, the Ginang identity proof of Yaw, the deposit of Yarona, Q I or Roganda, Amalagua. Atopa being no put in that being Amani, particular being Amani Givani. And as many people the Fazana, Pau, E. Pidana Tobuzigi, Kitang. Administrative loophole lifetime, Simadi, Shanga Haidava, Namde, Saimak, Union Finance Minister, live telecast over all India, when interview over the high with the body, Yam Pajam Hakta Haiva, or Tabu implement the area Iraqi Kuduncha to Miami, this way the thing, all over India, 20
Sir Kamal Khanal, okay. Actually, this has been met as a sudden announcement by the Prime Minister. government of India, but it's affected a lot of common people, especially in rural areas and the states like Manipur. And even in today, a lot of people went to the bank just to exchange the money, okay, but they find a lot of problems and difficulties unexpected. So do you think that the decision made by the government of India is taken in a very hasty manner?
See, I tell you, this sort of decisions, it has to be taken in haste, in the sense that all of a sudden it has to come, because the main idea is to curtail black money and fake notes, is it not? To make ineffective the black money and the fake notes particularly. So if this is planned in advance, then perhaps the very purpose will be defeated. So there is no question why this is. This should not have gone ahead. So this is right decision at the right moment. One day it had to come, so it has come. It's good, because the economy has a tremendous amount of black money, as we know. Fake currency, it has hit the northeast particularly. So it's a very good step, perhaps, so that the black money and the fake currency in the form of 500 and 1,000 rupees note. Now this becomes only a mere paper. It is no more a legal tender. So I don't think this is a wrong decision. This is right decision. But as far as common people are concerned, I mean, the problem with the common people are concerned, they say little problem there will be. Little problem we have to adjust. As I saw in the first night itself. I mean, the first night there was national TV. There were interview in Delhi. In the queue of ATMs, they were telling, yes, we have to bear some difficulties in order to get good things in the country. So for the right decision, some problem we have to adjust. Now coming back to let's say Manipur. So, see, common people, only for the sake of common people, perhaps the government has announced suddenly this 2,000 rupees has to be dispensed from ATM from tomorrow. See, very shortly, in fact. And then from the bank, only yesterday there was bank was closed for the public. So today we are opened, and we were disbursing up to 10,000 withdrawal or check, and exchange of currency up to 4,000 we were giving. So I don't think that there is such problem. And then again in the phase way, I mean, very shortly, the amount is going to be increased as and when the currency are in place, particularly 2,000 notes, this new note. So this certainly will take time to reach every nook and corner of the country. So here also in Manipur. So then once 2,000 comes to the state and then comes to every currency chest of the bank, then all these limitations, all these these limits and all which is set as of now will be liberalized, and then normal functioning will go.
As per your assumption, how long will it take?
Maybe by next week it should be all right.
So the problem will solve within the
Well,
next.
I'm talking about Manipur. It should be all right, as because tomorrow we are expecting to get currencies tomorrow. As of now, we are having a very shortage. I tell you one thing. In Manipur, the cash crunch is there. It has been there. It is not because of this situation. It has been there all along, because of several factors, including transportation of currencies. So that is one, and this problem has added to to the problem. So what happens is, tomorrow once we expect 2,000 rupees notes and a certain amount of 100 rupees notes will come tomorrow afternoon, which we hope. I mean, RBI has said. So once it comes, then tomorrow perhaps it will it will not be easy, because we have to feed into the ATMs and all, and we have to distribute amongst the branches, among the banks. So from day after tomorrow, the situation is all right, and then the banks are not closed. On Saturday, it used to be a holiday. I mean, perhaps this is second Saturday, right? It's second Saturday. Second Saturday is not holiday. It is declared open. Sunday is declared open. So only for convenience of the people, the consumers, I mean customers. So the RBI has made it open. So we are functioning normal. So maybe
social
by
will
next week situation will definitely be comfortable.
improve further. Okay. Tawde mo khajning si ngasi akhugi kanoda hana akhugi North East ki circle ki SBI ki official amda phungto ki bimtungna Kolkata da ki North East ki paisa sing si loina thagani helicopter da amusung by rail and route sa thagani kokani na hai ga paisa phangna da bagi even post office da paisa loithoki ki wafum mayam khak lei aduna masi sina akhugi hana well prepared tawduna in advance oina paisa nung sa si yahun da bi da to wisna ta singna mak sigi scheme jam phajaga su lokhali be steps jam phajaga su masa kitang loophole khar lei na low
masigi matang sida egi AGM na ngasai haibadu. This is a sudden decision taken by the government. Even I as Chief Manager Administration, I also did not know. On 8 when I returned home, I after changing my dress, I was just watching the TV. Okay, jeng basida akhoi honorable Prime Minister na speech pibado initially na khan basida masigidi it may be like any other political speech, but after about 5 minutes then it came to be a very serious speech. In heightening basi, then even we bankers were also unprepared,
taken by surprise.
Then I started sending messages to my people, to my colleagues. Some new development have come up. We should be prepared. Whatever is the decision taken by the bank management or the government, we need to be prepared. Hectic days are coming. That was a first reaction nearby. Likewise, remittance gi matang hai wasi that I think RBI or the government must have their own planning, but it was not disclosed. So we were given to understand that remittance is coming about 1 week ahead. 2000 gitu lakani hai wo di pau khratai, but it was not known to us the bankers.
That sapiga lising sapiga no kogi sama sapiga se masi in plenty marang kaina kogi bank khudi mata phangan ba ya bagi possibility se ngasi digi tharga numit kya ni phawda loi mo bank da phangan ba ya bagi possibility lagi
hojik pudi RBI na transportation gi matang moina Jet Airways season abado moi gi terminate agreement si hojik moina terminate to kraba adu another airlines ga moi arrangement hojik le ri hai. Now we came to know that they are going to send the remittance by some flights, most probably Air India. And we are expecting the first initial remittance by tomorrow. But still then, there is a limitation again. They will not be able to send the amount of money required by our state, Manipur. So they will be sending the next batch of remittance solely. That is what we were given to understand.
Adu gadi sigi problems sing se Manipur da na akogi wat na pirak panina khara hen problems se sangdana legi bagi mong oi gadai da.
A problem budi hojik budi it seems to be a very serious problem. But in a khan basida it may not be a very lasting problem. Hojik se they have demonetized rupees 500 ga lising amagido, it has no longer become a legal tender. Masigi say, but that doesn't mean that it is a waste paper. Even now also anybody can keep on depositing and it will continue till 30th December. For that reason, I think we need not be very panicky. And once it is stabilized, I think it should not take so much of time for us, for bankers, to stabilize the system. Maybe in about 7 to 10 days, hopefully we will stabilize.
Situation will remain normal.
It will remain normal.
By next week it should be.
By next week, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Oza Pion Zande mo khangzan ngi si hojiki demonetized to stigi originally films especially in the context of Manipur yam kanda magi implication impact se kadai ho le den lobe.
Demonetization, the impacts in Manipur, probably the worst hit will be the people with black money. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯁꯤꯗ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯛ ꯃꯅꯤꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ so therefore I think ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄꯤꯛꯆꯕ state ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ industrial sector ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯇꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ agriculture sector ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯏꯅꯥꯛ ꯈꯨꯟꯕ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ corruptionꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯋꯥꯡꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ contract workꯀꯤ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯋꯥꯡꯕ aduna ikoi gi manipur gi whole budgetary requirements ma'am aduga outside the government india dagi laiba funds ki flows ma'am se masi a corrupt system zigi black money se tongan mong da tungdon lay hariba adu hariba paisa sing se masi suddenly ekoina demonetized torpa se sida miyoi kharana makoina moi real assets da even delhi the flat laire bangalore the flat laire hana haine ribising sa adigi land the investment to ba real estate manipur da kan to ne ri hariba and highway da ka land ki prices it's much higher than even delhi de na tang pham laire hoji square feet da so many thousands in bazaar so manipur sina isu pikna demonetized to bisina ngasai gi black money thamamba cash ne thamamba kangbu sa masida yam chawna hit to gani so in one stroke haitareko a lot of black money will be magi out of the systems flush out to bigi I think that impact will be more felt here
especially who is the labor who bureaucrat officers me ama MLA minister adagi contractor me ama khogi adagi khoi khang da expect to ba thabak tu dia pick to ba adagi pura dara nam saba property asset yam leba mayam khok lebi se masigi ori ba hataki anobo steps na ta sinamak masigi man pami ba pandamak to madu phangba yogane na khoi phangba ngone khanbi
akhoi no ziki demonetization tori se it has got many aspects black why are we targeting black money we are not targeting black money as such but we are targeting the parallel economy which is running on black money sino kam chaw se parallel economy sinema the indian economy sidamagi black money na chalaiba economy haibitare out of india government's accounting yaudaba akoi give national income calculations yaudaba a big chunk ko so estimates are right from 15% of gdp to even 50% of GDP is parallel in high parallel economy, unaccounted, non-tax paying, and then bribe money, all those things. The main economic purpose is black money, targeting black money and targeting the parallel economy. But the existence of a black economy or a parallel economy is a drag on the India's own economic growth. So this is one aspect we must not miss. But the second aspect is the issue of corruption. What is important is not so much who is taking bribe and how much. What is more important for India, the culture of corruption, which has been eating into the vitals of our economy. Fundamentally, the parallel economy attack toba, which means attacking the culture of corruption. Targets. I think the third element is because of the parallel economy, because of corruption, I da ngasagi distribution ki inequity ki podase takes ba look at education, private education crores pire MD tambada, look at the health sector, education sector, so the huge amount of say real estate hiro akogi paisa se unaccounted oiba paisa si sizna bi sejida sigma pot mayam changi bese sina kamai together the culture of commission agents, the culture of touts, mayam ama see, and everybody's a culture has come whereby earning black money either through corruption or through bribes or whatever, that is right having some sort of a value is arising, which is dangerous, So now look at the shopkeepers, business story missing. Hawala transaction real estate they have become rich and they are not paying taxes on the basis of the parallel economy, black economy. On the other hand, around only 2% of us are paying taxes. See, people are growing richer and richer. A shopkeeper is richer than a teacher like me from the university, right? Because he's in the parallel economy, black economy. So there is this inequity, distribution says inequity. This is also another attack of this Modi government's move. I don't know, we should not see this move as a merely black market, the target to black economy or black money, the target to we should take it broader than this. In fact, it is being talked about that this is a second phase of economic reforms, especially in the financial sector. Adana, coming to Manipur, how do we look at this demonetization having an impact on our economy? Sigi matang the let us remember that whatever paisa Manipur thadar bising sa, masigi impact on the economy say was very little because our money has hardly been invested in the productive sector. Industry thada banate, agriculture thada banate, lambi thong sare herga where the parallel economy is, where bribe is, where corruption is. Aduna masida lakadar impact sina Manipur to me what is important is number one corruption ki culture sa sida koi elite paisa se unearned money earned or ega stash to kamu sida this should be very big shock and the systematic rules that are being put in you know, in a month you can, that means draw only 80,000 rupees and checks in agani cashless money economy se Manipur chankadorini. I think that is where Manipur will gain. Manipuri Singsi, especially the Manipuris are very, you know, adaptive people. Small children are even now having this your ATM card. Everybody is using like mad, you know. So and we are just look at e-commerce, yauri bani, Flipkart, Amazon, so you know. So I think this culture of cashless culture, Manipur, this will be a positive impact on us. One more thing is Jandhan Yojana, you know, financial literacy program. Everybody is now you know, able to open an account. Any loan schemes of the government, anything accounts to operate the a fair amount of banking institutional mechanisms, banking habits spread even in the hills. The bank but they are represented in the political kai. So financial literacy and cashless society from the junction with the Manipur Masikana Rakan and Kali. Bribery and black money at one sudden go, a lot of money, black money will be suddenly improved from here. But whatever is there will be removed. But one last thing which I would want to comment, this was a policy which was India government has been working on for 6 months. By nature of its secretly tobani. But what people are asking in India today, Manipudani Henhangi said, it is all right, you don't inform your bank managers, you don't inform, that is another thing. But it is the responsibility of the government to have strategically thought of Haitareko. Karamba Mongda, I suddenly announced what will happen. Did the government of India think enough? What people are saying today is that no, they did not. Natrada, Sineheba. Hadi, imagine Manipur is a state. Imphal is the capital of the state. And if you cannot manage even a helicopter load of money yesterday or day before, even today, and saying that it will come later on, that is a little bit under preparedness, isn't it? But yaningi madudi, it is a good thing, and it will be solved. Arun Jetli in highly within 15 days we will have these 16,000 or 15,000 crore, lakh crores in the system. 15 days, Nugman promised the research. Question here in Manipur is, state ki headquarter if it cannot land, money cannot land on the first day, bankers must think people will ask, isn't it? This is one. Secondly, the culture of ATM I think Manipur, which is different from other places, somehow, let us be honest, in an effort to minimize workload, bank ki ATM since the load to minimum you have been loading 1,000 notes, 5,000 notes, and not the smaller ones, at least in the ATMs I visit, because that reduces the frequency of customer. These are small service flows. Aduna, everybody has only 500 and 100 notes. Manipur is not a rich state. Wage earners mani ATM ni lok thok cham chapi late haba. ATM te log sakte, if only 500s and 1000s are coming out in most bazaar areas, then people had a surplus of the money which you introduced in the system.
So what are you planning to do to solve this problem? Actually, there is a dearth of this one small denominations.
Yeah,
for
I would like to comment. I would like to comment on that.
150, 20 and 10. Okay.
I would like to comment on that. So this has been not a new problem. This has been there for quite some time. At least I have come here. It is going to be 3 months. So I know that this problem is there. So one of the main reason for this is, transportation of currency from Reserve Bank of India, Guwahati, let's say, Guwahati or any other, but then we are our direct link, office is RBI Guwahati. So if it is to come to Manipur, it has to come by flight. All right. So road transportation, as I understand, that it is not permitted, perhaps by the government, right?
Yes,
It's
yes.
perhaps by the government because of the law and order situation. Because of the law and order situation, perhaps. So what happens is, when it has to come by flight, more money cannot come, because flight has, plane has got its own capacity. So according to the capacity, very less amount comes. Now on that, if you have to load 50 rupees, 20 rupees and 100 rupees more, then how much will come in one go?
No. That is where accounting, the public will not accept your lame excuse.
I understand.
Money is something which the government of India,
Yeah,
RBI's responsibility to give it here.
Right.
When you do not have small denominations, when people are
Yeah,
buying,
despite knowing that Manipur is a landlocked state and that there is no feasibility for
Cost should be no
transportation
reason. Cost should be
to
no
rail
reason.
or road. I think there are options. Okay, this has to be.
See, there has to be, what personally, what officially I can say, that the frequency has to be increased. Frequency has to be increased. That is,
Sir, actually that has been what we have been
we have
requesting and
we have been
insisting to the
requesting, we have
RBI.
been negotiating. In fact, I'll tell you about this present, sir. Let me respond to what sir said. Money should have been here today, is it not? See, for that matter, I said yesterday we were, day before yesterday, on the 8th, right? On the 8th night, we were in Guwahati for a meeting, because our head office is Guwahati, local head office. So we're having a meeting with top bosses. Then suddenly this message started coming at the 8 p.m. Then our so there was some sort of chaos amongst us, and suddenly our boss decided that we should have a meeting, a VC, perhaps with the corporate center, with our corporate center at Mumbai. So next day we went to local head office. We had a VC with our corporate center. So the problem is known to everyone. Corporate center, Reserve Bank of India, even Government of India. The problem is known. So in spite of that, currency has not yet come to Manipur. Not only Manipur. It is. I am talking about Northeast. Manipur has not come, and Tripura has not come, and also Mizoram. So these are the 3 states where currency has not yet landed. So you can't say that Manipur is isolated, right?
So then, can you accept the accusation from the BSP and the former Finance Minister P. Sitambram that it is just an economic terrorism, or it is an undeclared emergency in the prevailing circumstances, because these are not being listened to the needy peoples of Manipur, Mizoram and others, what you have just mentioned.
See, I have said already, let me not comment on who said what, is it not? I'm merely a banker. I'm merely a banker. So as a banker, what I feel is the decision was correct, because as I already mentioned, fake currency and black money.
Okay, this was correct, but the bankers are not being able to, meet the demands of the people. Okay, this is
sir, how long? Today and tomorrow, on day after tomorrow, 2-3 days, and
but
that too.
You can't be able to tell when will this consignment, or what to say, this remittance
tomorrow
come.
is coming. No?
Okay,
Tomorrow afternoon is coming.
But then,
to
distribute it to all the branches.
As our chief manager said, that's correct, because in the first consignment, not much will come. So this will be a, just a small amount of money. But then we have been already instructed. We had a meeting with the state government this afternoon. So we have been instructed that whatever money comes, we should be flowing to all the banks, all the branches, so that minimum services can be continued. Minimum service in the sense that small withdrawal, and then those exchange of notes. And of course, from tomorrow we are also supposed to have ATMs operated. But how far we can operate in Manipur, and how many ATMs will be operating in Manipur before that currency comes, that is again a question, because that depends on every branch having that money. So that again is a question. But then, if not tomorrow, by day after tomorrow, the situation will start improving, and then as per the RBI, this will be immediately followed by another consignment, and I mean number of consignment which will take place in in the subsequent days.
Okay, I am noisy. Akogi Mini Humnisim da Kogi passing Lakanda, Hogi ATM, the Nikanti Bank, the Nikanti, Having Yana Latragasu, Satnabaya, Mung the Lakani, Aduga Makata, Kogi, Mikis da, some Mari Latana, Hogi have problems in the solved over having Matam, so the break was get breaking the Koitunazake. Impact News Key Manung Hutna being done later.
Oza Pain Relief Ointment Khwang naba, kok chikpa, tang chikpa, amadi khu naba na singbada sinaba yarba Oza Lipsap group na puthok saba Oza sinabiyo
Ningol Chakawada Pengba Aton Chabi Hogdabro, Wabi Ruranu, Central Agricultural University Nesinba, North East Ki Kwaidaki Chauba Agri Fiarda, Manipuri Indigenous Peace, Mapungmari Paraba Pengba Amadingaton, Pangbiragani.
Tang Tara the Gate Taranitoy Pauba.
Mela Mapam, Central Agricultural University Iroishemba, Pengba Keji Tara the Keji Amagip, Ngaton Keji Manga the Keji Amagip.
Puthok Chariba, S. Surchandra Pengba Farm, Hyangtang.
Break in the meeting, Tabu Putam Oxley, when I see Kanazari Simmer 500 Amazon 1000 notes, I could get Sana Kitrava, Anova, 500 Amazon 200 notes introduced. Torpasiga Maryland and Money put the Tenerife problem, Masiki implication, my am doing Matang the Canon in Zabani. Tamubidi concerning see, I could get black money sing see, I could get one Pagalagani, Yamahan accumulated well, unaccounted money lay via Roy Heidi. Otherwise, see, may am a canopana see, I could give us a 5 crore pati, may amaka magi disproportionate asset well, like Mam sing say, for come out of Pag the Gidi, Pagani have you often Mamula. I don't know could give some lives in the Mayama, don't cray at the Hingo labor, put lay Mam, don't cray. Although Mato Kurumna, I could give Mam sing even politicians the bureaucrat officers in the zoo the contractor Mam sing the zoo the topa I could expect to Mayama I could give disproportionate well labor sings there. Hunter is the black money cup to Winesi Kamina Togani have the Masi we took in Tazabra have the 2.5 lakhs powder I could make Maki and Token Kalasi Magi Pasayam them was it I might talk the Magi black money sing see I could give Manghanda Vida I could give Panda Vida multi possibility what a pair will be labor money put
Yam Chumaponi, black money see curb Tongaban and government policy to Jergasu, Sina fully cupped over the way toy. One day Canada, there are many ways to still Masiki and Takiriba, but you Maru in election next year later. Next year election, every candidate will stockpile so many huge bulk of monies. Adu Mokoi encasement of Yara, deposit Yara, other than Magi workers that they will distribute in smaller time monies. And my Maggie accounting Louis Chang Hinel. Other workers in the some amount Mahan others so can swim on likewise, Atopa huge amount of when the black money and a pie and a canary businessmen sing, contractors sing you, Adumana Loito relatives sing the Loito Narang Bak. Mapam Hivison White, Masak Hivison White, Sana Level. And the price of gold is high in market. Sigi position token. ana siguma posi laigani adubu simangna kharadi soidna phane adu yam thin chume aduga yamna khoida khudong thini oiridi masigi pashasi circulation ta hondadana numit khara thamagi marak khoi interim maigadra gap lai marak sidida whole business establishment je defunct or thaman bese si asawi economy ma sohli ne state individual se state se eba oji dukan pol lai la 500 no chi kadamdra logre 1000 logre adna dukan degi lai ba ka se short pa credit te pire aduna mo credit te pirga mana mo horen magi supplier se kan di paisa yaw di pirak dramina pot mo yor ngam dre.
Okay, what our president means that economy has been greatly affected, okay, because the buyers and sellers activities has been coming to a grinding halt.
Almost suspended.
To be precise, okay. Let me come to the point, okay. The effort by the government of India under the leadership of Prime Minister Mr. Modi has done a very good job to, prevent proliferation of black money. But do you think the proliferation of black money or the black money can be, naffed by the government of India? Because, these lot of ministers, MLAs, crororeportees, those who are having disproportionate wealth and asset, how can we, catch them? Because many of them are even trying to distribute it to their workers, loyal workers, or some persons whom they trusted 2.5 lakhs to ease. Then in such situation, how can the objective of the Prime Minister be achieved?
See, I tell you one thing, let me talk from the banking point of view. Now, as 500 and 1000 have been demonetized, now, and then last date has been given, so people will come for deposit. So in the process, black money also would like to, people would like to bring it to the, and get it exchanged, either by way of exchange or by way of depositing into the, accounts. So here we have been cautioned, banks have been cautioned to ensure that above 50,000, as it is, the RBI norms is not only for the present, it has been there. Any deposit, cash deposit of above 50,000 has to be against PAN card. And then now the strict instruction has come that above 50,000, any deposit into the account is there, the account has to be KYC compliant. KYC, know your customers. So KYC compliant. It has to be KYC compliant and it has to be supported with PAN card. So once PAN card comes into the picture, then that money cannot be unaccounted, is it not? Cannot remain unaccounted. It has to be accounted. Now, another step for this event has come up. Above 2.5 lakhs, this is above 2.5 lakhs. Any deposit is there in a bank, then that has to be, that will be subjected to scrutiny. And that's why we have been instructed that all the deposits has to take place under CCTV surveillance, because anytime government for the matter or RBI whoever might ask us the details of those deposits.
Okay, will it affect a person who has got about 2.5 lakhs per month? If he happen to deposit the savings for the past 4 or 5 months, it will cross 2.5 very easily. In that case, will the same yardstick apply?
See, I tell you one thing. It doesn't mean that depositing crores, depositing in lakhs in the bank is a black money. No, it's not black money. It can be white money. I can have crores of rupees of white money. Is it not? People have. So white money means you don't have to have a problem. You don't have to shy away from the bank. You have to come to the bank and deposit. But the problem will be for those people who have not declared that income in the in their with the income tax authorities in the returns, whereas they are coming for deposits. So they are going to match. They are going to match between
the source of income,
source of income,
and actual amount of money.
See, even the penalty have been declared. They say as penalty for those whose deposits are not matching with the amount of income they have declared. For them, the penalty will be double the amount.
200%.
Yeah, 200% of the amount and plus that tax. So this is going to be a very good step. But finally, if they can't deposit into the bank, then after say 30th December for that matter, and then after 30th December with a very close scrutiny up to 31st March perhaps as of now, up to 31st March perhaps, after that after 30th December that also will be continued perhaps up to 31st March with more stricter rules. And after that time has elapsed, then that money will have got no value. And the people who have got the fake currency note, or for that matter the note, the black money of 500, 1000, they will have no other option but to just burn it down.
Okay, that means it will become useless.
Definitely.
So, is it mandatory for all the person to disclose their source of income or the amount of money every month to the government of India under this new initiative?
No, nothing. It's as usual. Like you have to declare in your returns, income tax returns. That's all.
Will it affect dukandars, the shopkeepers and others?
See, you have got the slabs, no? You have got the slabs. Perhaps 2,50,000, is it not? 2,50,000 up to 2,50,000, you don't need to pay tax. You have the slabs. It is not a new one because of this incident. It has been there. So slabs are there as per the slabs, as per the income, and perhaps for petty shopkeepers, or if I can remember, maybe up to 5 lakhs, perhaps nothing has to be filed or nothing has to be paid. Something like that. There are slabs. So as you fall in the slab, you have to declare your income and you have to pay tax.
Okay. Tamuday mo khangsin si hantaki GPS hape hai 2000 no the GPS hapasina kadai bau the black money si adagi kana the misuse ro paisa si samna kanda ekhoina khogi hojik si manipur da thabak lobagi wafam masulai hoi si mayam swai lupa lakh la in terms of lakh to khujin kanda paisa se pinare bribe tonare corruption gi sang si yang wange haide masi hantaki GPS hapasi in case masi phigum si lakpa kanda di paisa se kadai loin khangada masi leiru paisa si masi kadai de lei sa identify to yam like gadra maduna marum or kanda ekhogi black money si thing bada kadai bhau the helpful ogani
masi feature se it's a unique feature madu budi right, it was not there earlier. Adu when the new note will come, I don't know how long and to what extent we will be able to trace all the notes. For example, this first batch of remittance which is coming, so it will be in terms of crores. Suppose 10-15 crores will come, the next batch will come, and these monies, it will be distributed, it will go to the hands of hundreds and thousands of people. Adu masigi si movement say how it will be traced, this is a big question. Adu maybe there will be a way out tung the car. Madu provision go delay boy gani.
Will the GPS help in tracking down those people who are with the black money?
I will add something to.
Okay, please.
GPS see how everything aside. Somebody asked to Union Finance Minister, he laughs. No, nothing like that. Asman hai adubo some particular newspaper kharada GPS hapaga se underground 120 from above
below the earth. They could easily detect it as per the news report.
News report ni adu finance minister they flatly denied that GPS ma yawe han yate. Yarum be adu another thing. Adu hojik lai upodi
Micro nano GPS as per the term that
something unique I have to the very right. Aduga GPS yawe have to the hojibok the finance minister the adrimina somewhere ke mukhra di lady but the edmane khalle.
Do you accept this one that the finance ministers refuse that GPS is there in the new 2000 note denomination? No knowledge.
I think
no, since we have not seen the physical note, and we have not also cross verified, so I think it will be.
First of all, let the currency come.
Too early to give a comment.
Too early to comment. I was asking about the kogi mayam na pamnai si what's Modi like? Okay, everybody like in the Indian nation. Okay, everybody like. More than 80%, more than 90% welcome this move, the new initiative, the bold decision taken by the government of India under Modi leadership. Otherwise, matang kita tasing namak aku gi black money gumba fake currency gumba si tinggali na hari GPS hape hai hoji too early to comment hai bo from madi hari adu tasing namak ori films na tingbang ngam se oja kadai bo thajabadi le wasi Manipur de ram de CBI si very strong orga su Manipur de la CBI se toothless tiger ni kai Manipur he yoro gadi adu gi context se yangadi Manipur de masi effective yo do ma da new amana traga ma heta puthok da ma.
No, look, black money is a problem all over the world. Aduga demonetization of 500 and 1000 notes. This is not the complete solution to black money. See, so it is only part of the entire strategy of solving the problem of black money. Now demonetization the tauri the hana exist tauriba higher denomination notes say delegitimize toraga adu lokthok paneba, and which causes a lot of trouble for these people who are having this black money. But what people are Prasada strike to the problem 1,100, but people have entirely missed, you see, the more important content of this new policy. Luri said, see the paisa listing chapi adagi chamga chapi one buduna teva important already. What is important is the rules introduced in the matter of how much you can draw, how much you cannot draw. These are the restrictive institutional parameters which are set into the system. Indian economy sida tungan mamong da institutional structures especially with regard to taxation, with regard to how we transact money, and a cashless society lahaliba jandhan yojana toribase. In other words, parallel economy, black economy, hairibase. Masi remove toge hai tarabudi. Money has to circulate in the system in an organized and accountable manner. Madhudane black money mutka toribase. And me khude the transactions si cashless oraktana through ATM cards, through saving banks, and through India, all over India, in the small towns, medium towns, and large towns, it is becoming a cashless society. Aduni parallel economy. Now, so India government's effort is monetary side, how to make these monetary transactions legitimate and within the system accountable. And so it is not so much 500 and 1,000 note that is important, but it is the rules and the institutional mechanisms that government of India has put in to curb black money. This is one way. So imagine, akhoi contract to matam thikadar si handa check pi na to wi mot tawrumi do hujikti e-tender tarpus the transparencies are coming in. Rules are being set whereby bribery, corruption, skullduggery are removed by the system. Cinema. So the 5,000 ka 500 ka 1,000 duna, it is not a panacea for removing this black money. It is a systemic problem, and what the Modi government has done is introduce one more system through restrictive and other rules about monetary transaction in the bank. Adu tawre ko. Arga paisa si at one go legal tender the lokthokre new will be put. So addressing the issue of black money, see, this monetary aspect is only one part. And atopa the government and the income tax ki live and nangi paisa si paperless money oragadi. You go to any towns which is kept with the wallet card and look, even Manipur in some markets now, which the ATM shopkeepers in the ATM people are now buying in Bagatelle, people are buying even here. So in these ways, a small shops once he transacts there, he is transacting in a legal way. Aduna black money not rather. Adamasi people are learning. It is the responsibility of bankers like you gentlemen that this financial literacy and using of these that if I use this, my bank sees that how much transaction I make in a year, give me loans liberally, please encourage that. See that? So these are systemic ways, and this demonetization is only one part of a systemic effort to remove black money by Modi. So this is only a small part of it.
Okay.
So let us not miss the context.
What sir has said, and this is rightly said, I would say, sir. And I would like to supplement. In Imphal town itself, we are having more 100 post machines, more than 300.
Good.
So those of our people who are having this ATM card, they need not be panicky. They can go to any shop and they can purchase any material of any amount, costing whatever. They can go and they can utilize this.
Okay.
Let me add. Let me add something also. See, in the rural areas now, SBI we have taken a step in rural areas where there are a few ATMs or no ATMs. We are going to supply cash at POS. POS machine, point of sales machine. That swiping machine is a POS machine. So we are going to introduce cash at POS machines. Cash at POS machine, any small man, a small shopkeeper can keep it, and he can dispense cash. Suppose one villager, he doesn't have ATM around, so he goes to the gentleman who is having the cash at POS, and he will swipe his ATM card, he gets up to 2,000 rupees he gets, and for every transaction, that gentleman who is holding the POS, he will get 5 rupees. And that is going, that we are going to give it in a very big way. But then in cities and towns where ATMs are plenty, it may not be so much viable because people would like to go to ATM, and the amount is also restricted to 2,000. So we are going to, we have called a meeting for this, those CSPs, customer service point, that BC channel we call, BC. So those people, our representative, I mean, those where we cannot have banks, we have those small people opening account like Jandhan under Jandhan. So those people, we have called a meeting for them, and then once they come, we will give them the inputs how to do and what to do, and they will be going to the villages and selling these POS machines. By that time, our villagers will get a good banking facilities.
Let me put in just two very important appeal to our banker friends and to our finance minister. Any banking policy should have a local context. Unfortunately, what we are doing is one glove fits all. Please kindly be aware of that. Look, I tell you, within a week or two, it's going to become a social problem. Look at how politicians are now protesting in terms of financial terrorism and all that. Because, see, Malayam was talking that a woman who brought 500 notes, she went to the bank, the deposit, and the bank refused. Okay, so there are small local contexts that has to be addressed, and I think it is at the regional level or the state level where the Reserve Bank of India and the Finance Ministry gives some leeway to state or regional banks so that they can prepare a system where local specific problems about transaction of cash and banking and these things are a little bit, you are allowed to do those local modifications.
Right.
I think it's an appeal to you banking community and to our government.
Okay, professors rightly pointed out the problems being faced by the people, and you have to know the local conditions and the problem being faced by the people of this state. Okay, that's what. Okay, and the anxious viewers are still with fingers on their lips. Okay, thinking when will this flow of money come to money flow without any problem, so that anytime, any place they can go and withdraw the money or exchange the money. This is what they are asking the question. Okay, that's why we appeal and request both of you from your side to urge the concerned department or the ministry or authority so that the money should come in time, in plenty, so that money creates no problem as far as that new money is concerned or in exchanging of the old money. Okay, thank you very much once again for joining on this Manung Hutna. Loina ngasigi thorom asida saruk yadana mayam mangda akogi leiriba situation asibu khangbi kidamak akogi ngasi saruk yarbiriba Kamal Khanal AGM SBI Regional Business Office Imphal, S. Kaikhan Thang, SIP Manager Administration, SBI Regional Business Office Imphal, Professor Dr. Ses Priyanjan Singh, President Editors Guild Manipur MOB, Punampu Amokana Tagasa Photoxari. Loina, Miyang Tabiba Punamuki Kanina Biatan Isri.